So you want shitty podcasts, something to hear when you drive, or some internet loser saying, hey, it's great to be alive. So let's talk nonsense. Hey, why not? We'll soon find out we don't know a lot. But here's one fact I think we both know. You're here now to see the Castoe Show. My name is Columbus. You probably never heard my name. The fame, the amount of my infamy is greatly exaggerated.
You have no idea how much I would love a
Christopher
Columbus
Columbus.
Lin-Manuel music. There's already that clown online who's making an Anne Frank. What's
Oh,
called
I saw
Anne
that.
Frank?
His Anne Frank Afro-Latino musical.
Latinx, yeah.
Yeah, very fun. Very fun.
Latinx Anne Frank.
I just want a
Spend a lot of time in the attic. Yeah.
a very serious, slow rap about the triangular trade. I want like I think that'd be funny, personally.
What? That wasn't established by Columbus.
No, it wasn't. But as a result of his exploration.
Just because he found the land doesn't mean that he's British and evil.
I'm a proud Italian. Or so they say.
He's a proud Italian explorer. Okay, him and Pizarro Chads. All the English guys who got involved in
Amerigo,
the New World, they ruined it for everybody. Ruined it, Jerry.
It's the English's fault. Typical.
Yes. They're responsible for the creation of Canada.
Oh, them and the French.
Never forget. All right, shit. Where are we? Hey guys, hey slimes, welcome back. Another episode of Castoe Show. Brought to you by who, Merrick?
Brought to you by no one.
Damn
it. My sponsorship for about 15 years now. All right, whatever.
I love when Ernie does that.
Unsold. We love Ernie Johnson. That's not what we're here for today.
Yeah, McKellen Souls Neato Fact of the Night.
Presented by Ernie Johnson.
By the Phoenician Scheme, starring Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the movie, Ernie, personally.
I'm a big fan of Wes Anderson, Ernie.
Moonrise meant a lot to me as a child.
Through my various connections in the Hollywood sphere, I was able to get an advanced screening of the movie. So I've got forbidden knowledge. And I'm not going to spoil it too much because, you guys haven't seen it. The boy McKellen Souls hasn't seen it. Most importantly, Anthony Castoe hasn't seen it. But all you got to know, it's peak.
The Phoenician Scheme, for those of you who are unaware, is the new Wes Anderson movie coming on out.
Oh, yeah. New hotness.
And we've gone on record before. We like the Wes Anderson movies. We do.
Yeah, we made a jamboree about it.
We made a whole jamboree about it a long time ago.
Anthony, link the episode in the top right corner if you can.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, sweetie. But yeah, Phoenician Scheme, I saw it with my own eyes. Listen, all Wes Anderson movies are great. This one especially pleased me. It was very, very good.
Michael Cera's in it. I can't speak too much about it. I know Michael Cera's in it.
The cast was brilliant. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What have you seen of the film so far?
Oh, you know what? Actually, that I've seen that I saw an extended trailer where it was a bunch of white boys playing basketball.
You saw that? Oh hell yeah!
And also, I think it's Riz Ahmed. Is that actor's name?
Yes. Okay. Charisma Ahmed. He's there.
The guy who was in The Sound of Deafness or whatever that movie was called about the drummer. Yeah. I saw that scene and I was like, oh man, these white boys are going for it,
dude. It was the white boy's coming. Oh, whoa. And then it's just Shaq dying in the corner. Antwan, pull up a picture of Shaq laughing. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that scene got me. Oh, fuck. It was hilarious. Because that whole scene, there's no spoiler here. Like, most of the movie's just a big negotiation, right? Mm-hmm. So it's Benicio. It's like, let's settle this the way we did back in the old days, right?
Shooting some
And-
b-balls outside the school.
And yeah, and then you see Tom Hanks and Walter White come dressed as like the goofiest white athletes you've ever seen, like wristbands, sweatpants, the whole 9 yards,
Uh-huh.
and they play a game of horse. It's so
Beautiful.
good. So good.
So good.
Yes. And then the whole time's like Benicio del Toro's like, I'm not much of a sportsman. And he keeps missing every fucking shot.
Yeah. Benicio del Toro is the main character in this one?
Yes.
He's the guy? Okay.
The film revolves around him and his daughter, who is that nun that you see in the top left corner of that poster.
Oh, okay.
And wow, such a great dynamic between those two.
Mm.
Yeah, I often feel like it's kind of hard, especially for like Wes Anderson and like Wes Anderson movies, for you to, because it's so quirky, right? It's like it's often like detached from how normal humans talk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But just seeing character growth between those two gave me a big tingle. Also, there are these like cutaway scenes during the entire movie where Willem Dafoe's involved, and I know you're gonna love that when you see it.
I love me a Willem Dafoe in just about everything. The parts in Asteroid City where it just cut to his classroom and he had like I think 5 lines in total. Hell yeah!
It's the same thing here. It's the same thing here. Also,
hell yeah.
Bill Murray gets a pretty cool little scene as well.
Well, I'm glad that the Wes Anderson players are all back. I'm glad.
Yes, except for Schwartzman.
Well, he's probably filming Scott Pilgrim 5 or whatever. I don't know. What does Jason Schwartzman do?
I wish that was real. I wish that was real. He's doing voice lines for the Scott Pilgrim video game is what he's doing.
Yes. Well.
Please. Yeah, we'll give you a more in-depth review of Phoenician Scheme next week.
Once I've seen it.
Yeah, we're going to get Max Eyeballs on, and then we're going to get right back to you. But all you got to know is that Nikki likes it.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. In more pressing news, I was told there was a glacier in Sweden that buried a village. What's up with that?
So literally what you just said, there was a village in Sweden where a glacier or part of a mountain broke off and slammed in the village, and that village is no more.
Yeah,
that village.
Here's the before and after.
That
slammed its penis in the car door.
That village is wiped off the map. It will no longer be
seen. Actually,
very little left. So here's the thing here, and this is taken from the other angle. This is all the towns and stuff that were all up here gone.
I'm assuming people died, right?
No, they actually all like got out. Someone noticed it like beforehand. They evacuated.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
So purely destruction of property, but still.
Yeah, the mountain moved.
Yeah, which has happened before in the past. It's just I don't, it's big news when you just wake up and go, hey, this town doesn't exist anymore in this place.
Hey, remember your home?
It's gone.
Yeah, I remember it too. Yeah. Oh, that looks brutal, man. Nobody ever thinks about the consequences of living in a glacier.
I just think about like when you drive down PCH and you see like those houses on the side of the mountain near like Carpinteria
Idiots,
and stuff.
Fools, all of them.
I'm just thinking like it's the same thing as people who live in Florida and like rebuild their house in the same place every year. It's like the second rain hits California, and rain does hit, folks. Rain does hit California. We have El Nino. We have his little sister El
Mac
Nina.
when he wrestled. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have the Nina and the Pina and the Santa Maria. Those hit California every year. And El Nino can seriously be like a hurricane, pretty much, or like a tropical storm.
Since we don't see too much rain, if we get a lot of it all at once, shit happens.
It can destroy those people's houses, and it has before, where they've like their houses have been caught in a landslide and people have died. And so I don't know what the history is over here of villages being. I assume their village didn't get destroyed for like a few hundred years, but
it's been a couple centuries since the last mudslide. Yeah.
Yeah, you think about the people who do live in where that does happen frequently, and you're like, man, I don't know. I don't think the people in Sweden are to blame here on this one.
Who's to blame? Who's to blame?
The mountain.
Tectonic
The mountain.
plates? Nah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, those goddamn stones ruining things for everybody.
Always have. They always have.
Hey, well, prayers out to the Swedes.
Always.
They got a lot going for them right now, but yeah, that sucks. That's a tough break. We're gonna give them a big tough break. We're gonna send 5 big booms to Sweden.
Boom. That's my big boom.
Yep. Give us a big boom, Antwan.
Boom. There you go.
Okay, that's great. You guys could add the other 2.
Boom,
Man, that
boom.
fucking sucks. Yeah. Hell, I'd hate my house being buried.
You hate when your house gets demolished, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. We got
This is such a shitty
there is
one.
something coming up about our boy Antwan that I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see what happens.
let me just pull up an image.
Anthony, the boy, is going to be participating in a gaming competition,
What?
a tournament,
gaming-
if you will.
Huh?
No, not Anthony, the
San
greatest
Fernando,
gamer
the San
in
Fernando
the world.
kid?
So for
Ever seen a kid?
So for context, this was like the reward from like the first season that they had. So like, there's like top 4, runner up, 3rd place, etc. And it was a lot less. It was like 6,000. Now it's a lot more. It's gonna be going on the 6th and 7th of June. And depending on where you place, you get more rewards, obviously, in game as well as money. So we're hoping we get money out of it.
Damn, Antwan.
Oh no, we're all praying. Antwan with the briefcase.
Antwan. You won't be able to go to Money in the Bank, and that's unfortunate because it is in your.
Oh dang it!
But
Mac, do you want to go to Money in the Bank?
I will be in Palm Springs. Unfortunately, that's those days that I cannot be around you. It's because I'll be. Literally, that was something where my I was watching wrestling and my mom like happened to be like, "Oh, we're gonna be in California then." But we're gonna be in Palm Springs. I'm like, "Well, shit, that would have been cool," but whatever.
I'll do it for you. But Antwan, this is about Marvel Webos, right?
This is
Yeah. A couple of my friends that I play with Marvel Rivals in, we're all like Celestial at this point, so that's like 3% of everyone in Marvel Rivals according to their calculation of like.
It's like the highest form of Mormonism, I believe.
Is that above or below Grand Wizard? where does that fit in?
So Celestial is there's Diamond. So there's Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Grandmaster, Celestial, Eternal, Eternity, which is basically top 500. So we're like just before top 500 in terms of.
Man, he's knocking at the door. He's knocking at the door right now.
So we signed up for the tournament, and we're gonna see how far we get. I mean, we're gonna see.
Listen, Antwan's got skills. I played with him, and I look like a bot next to Anthony. All right, and I honest to God believe any given Sunday, my boy can make something happen.
I'd hope so.
Antwan is one of the best. He defeated the Goblin King in solo combat.
He really did. He slayed his ass.
Yeah, he's mastered every champion. He's he's insane. He's off the
He's
chain.
crazy.
He's cracked. All right.
Yeah,
I just like video games, man.
So for all of you those people who out there who've been doubting my boy Antwan, you got another thing coming. All right.
Yeah, because that boy's coming.
That boy is coming.
Yeah, he's gonna win those $50,000 and save the Castoe show from financial ruin.
And we are in financial ruin.
Yeah, buddy, we're drowning. I'm drowning.
No, we'll
no
get out of that. We got a
button.
couple videos, couple bangers coming out soon. You guys will check that out. Please like and
No
subscribe.
idea. Help! Help!
This is a good time. This is a good time to remind you that if you are one of the few people who listens to it and you're this far, hey, please watch us.
Absolutely beat the dog shit out of that like button. Tell your friends to subscribe. Words, bring them out. Help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big prayer, big shout out to Antwan. He's gonna go over there. He's gonna rip ass in that tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know next week, pretty much. I mean, because by the because the tournament ends on the 7th, so then the next day I get to talk about it, I guess. Well, technically it doesn't end, depending on where we place, because then we'd have to do it next week again. So, we'll see where we land.
Okay, so it's like a group format.
Kinda. So there's a bunch of factions and stuff, and anyone can make a faction like on the game, but you have to be a certain rank. The certain rank for this tournament is that the minimum requirement is to be diamond. So that's like the top 25% of the player base. So
Okay.
can
It's a
only
big field.
sign up for it. And there was a lot of empty vacant spots. So there was like 2,500 spots, and I think there's only like 1,100 and something people, as in factions. So that's like 15,000 people instead of like double that what it could be. That are signed up for it. So
Wow. All right, so there's a big field involved. A lot of talent's going to be there.
But none as talented as our boy Antwan.
Yeah. The only thing that scares me is that he's going to have to rely on the capabilities of.
capabilities
Couple
of who?
losers.
Of other people.
Yeah.
That's fine. I trust them. I believe in them.
Good. Are they as good as you, Antoine?
Yes.
Oh God, a team of Antwan sounds nigh unstoppable.
How can we stop such evil? Except it's not evil; it's good. A force for good.
It's really, really good, actually.
I need the money. The money is mine. Well, we wish you the best of luck, Antwan, in your future
Yeah.
endeavor.
I appreciate
So
it.
hype him up.
We're doing it for a little bit for the money, but mostly for the fun. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing it for the fun. If I get money out of it, that's just a plus.
Yes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And if you guys want to just give us money, there's an email account. All right, just talk to me and I'll set it up.
If you're a Nigerian prince who's really just like struggling, what do I do with all these diamonds in my hand?
What do I
You-
do with the insane amount of wealth that I procure through devious means of slave labor?
I do wonder, and I
I
wonder.
think I want to give all of my money and diamonds to the Castoe show.
That I was okay. So I was hanging out with people this week, and I don't know if this was gonna make the episode or not.
Uh-huh.
I was hanging out with I was hanging out with people this week, and it's very similar to when I hang out with you guys, where my brain just goes and I just start saying and doing things. And I just had this character I started doing of this Indian man who is suicidal. And that's the bit, and that's like the beginning and end of the bit where it's just like, I do not want to live here anymore. I do not.
I do
I
not find
find-
pleasure in day-to-day life.
There is no meaning in my existence, and this is not a cry for. This is a cry for help. I'm completely 100% serious. And
Are you okay?
I started doing this voice as I was like, I don't know, playing chess with a friend, or like I was just like doing something. It was just like, I am miserable every day. I feel nothing inside.
Colors faded from my life.
He took my rook. My life is now over second time.
My life without my queen is meaningless. I do not want.
Oh my God!
I found this voice very funny, and sometimes my friends.
Depressed Indian is naturally a hilarious thing.
It's just like this very this man who is again experiencing a lot of heartache and problems, who probably won't be taken seriously because he is an Indian man, and that's unfortunate. There's some tragedy in that, but it's also funny to me.
Probably won't be taken seriously because he's an Indian man.
There's people who are like, "But are you serious? Are you serious?" I am completely serious.
Nah, he's not serious. He's not.
I do not feel in a mood to continue on.
But the people, it's almost that voice.
All of my friends and family are very worried about me and my mental state.
I've begun to isolate myself from the outside world.
Oh my God.
I've not showered in 3 days.
Buddy, that's some money in the bank. That is cash right there. If I see anybody doing a melancholy Indian impression online, we're coming for you because we did it first.
Speaking of Money in the Bank, I know we don't talk about wrestling much, but it is a show that's taking place in LA.
Yeah, and that's a damn shame. You'll be in Palms. I'll tell you what. When I'm actually not going because the tickets are outrageous.
yes.
I'm gonna be watching it on the comfort of my couch. Probably my cousins will be next to me, and I'll probably have at least 6 Sapporos on deck.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great. Can't wait for that. We love sporting events and watching them. Can't get
Yeah.
enough.
I think there's only the 4 matches, right? The 2 Money in the Bank matches, and then Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso versus John Cena, Logan Paul,
Cody Rhodes.
and then Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. I think. And I'm not going to look it up, except I am going to look it up in case I'm wrong.
Hey, way to rely on yourself, Mac.
I don't. I say what my memory
Way
thinks.
to stick to your guns.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
Well, it looks like a pretty fun card. It's a show in LA. They're gonna do great.
The last time is now. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Nick. The last time is now.
Yeah, whatever that means. Whatever slogan Trips wants to run with this time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. The entire world of sports has been popping the fuck off. It's been great, especially this week. NBA action has been flying off the handle, and we've got the final match set up. All right. The NBA final is going to be between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Midwest rise up.
That seems wrong.
It does.
Hearing-
Not a
hearing the
single
Indiana
coastal
Pacers-
team at all.
The Indiana Pacers are in the finals. That seems incorrect.
And the Oklahoma City Thunder, bro. It's Middle America is winning right now.
Oh my God! There's gonna be riots in the streets of fucking
Gary.
DeKalb. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary, Indiana. Well, there's always something happening in Gary, Indiana.
Gary's always on fire, baby.
To paraphrase a famous musician, there's always something in Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Yep.
Goodness, I imagine the people in South Chicago are very happy, right? Or East Chicago are happy right now.
But I was about to say south of Chicago.
No,
I don't think they really like the Pacers.
The White Sox didn't make it to the NBA Finals, so Indiana Pacers. They have that history of that one guy who like choked Bobby Knight, right? Who like would choke them out and shit.
You talking about? Oh, you're thinking of that's. Oh, why am I blank? Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was their guy in the 90s, right? Anthony, if you'd be so kind to pull up a picture of Reggie Miller doing the choke thing, just type Reggie Miller choke, it'll pop up. Okay. Because it was deja vu all over again. All right, the new Pacer, Tyrese Halliburton, summoned the spirit of old, and in Game 1 against their grand rivals, the New York Knicks, he hit him with that pose, right? That's Tyrese Halliburton hitting that shit. And it was the coolest thing ever because everybody in Madison Square Garden collectively just wanted to kill themselves.
At the same time. Ritual
At the same time.
In the garden. Yeah.
It is okay, because that's the most damaging thing that Knicks fans have ever gone through. So their 90s run was stifled by him and the Pacers, Reggie Miller and the Pacers the entire time. And he would do that because they would choke like hell. So we're full circle again. The Pacers have once again beat the Knicks, except this time there is no Michael Jordan.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, I have no read on that. I have no history of the team. I got nothing on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a former Clipper who went over there and is now the MVP of the league. He's a Canadian basketball player. And I want to see him fail just because he was not that good when he played for us. And now he's on another team balling out of his fucking mind. And by that, I mean making like 50 free throws a night. So please lose, Oklahoma. I am rooting so hard for Indy. It's crazy.
All right. And they're going to be playing a few games.
Because that's where he's from. So.
Oh, is your dad a Thunder fan?
Yep. Well, that's where
we got a duel going on, baby.
Well, shout out to Antwan's dad. Yeah.
Best thing I could say about the Oklahoma City, like their team actually plays, both of these teams, I'm going to be very pleased watching because they play great basketball. They move the ball around. They're not selfish. And there's a lot of talent on both teams. They're young. They're fast. It's going to be exciting. But Oklahoma and the Pacers are like the two sports teams that I associate with like the most hardcore fans in the league. Yeah, like if you were to like watch the stadium, it's like all of them are dressed in the colors of the team, wearing like the shirts in the stadium and everything, and they just go hard.
I was not aware that Alex Caruso was on the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I do know one person who's on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, white excellence, Alex Caruso.
The White Mamba, as they used to call
Yes, the bald Mamba, as they call him now.
him.
He's good.
like-
that boy can ball, bro.
It's just like, I know that sweatband anywhere. I've seen that guy before.
I know those eyebrows.
He's
He's a baller. He's a baller.
Yeah. I saw him play for the Bulls a few years ago when a friend very graciously was like, "Hey, I have free Bulls tickets. Do you guys want to go?" And I was like, "Never been to a
Bulls
basketball game."
Oh,
It was a very fun game. I don't remember who they played, but I remember it being very close, and it was like it came down to like a point and a shot at the end.
that's hot.
And,
I love when that happens.
Yeah. And hey, Chicago, you know why Chicago sports are awesome? Because everyone stayed the whole time. No one left. No one left in the 5th inning when things were going bad for the Dodgers. They stayed the whole time, and they sing the song if they win, and if they don't, they're like, we'll get them next time. And that's how people are about sports in Chicago. We kind of love it.
They just want to stay inside because it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a blizzard outside. I don't think I will leave early. I think I'm gonna abuse this free heater.
Very fun. It was very fun. The Madhouse of Madison, they call it.
Man, Chicago knows how to do it. But I feel like the entire Midwest got a really good sports culture going on.
Yeah. They love their sports,
You know who doesn't have a good sports culture?
Tell me.
New York.
New York.
Yeah,
What are you
they
talking
ride
about?
hard when they're doing good, but let me tell you something, man. You'll find no bigger hive of hate than the New York sports team.
I don't know,
Their-
man. I've seen a
their
lot of
fans
New
are
York
evil.
fans, and they haven't won since OJ, you know?
Oh my god.
The last
No.
time the Rangers have won a Stanley Cup, OJ Simpson was riding down a highway in a white Bronco. You
Are
think
you sure about that?
I'm almost positive.
I need to
could be
look this
wrong.
up. I need to look this up.
I could be wrong that the last time they won a Stanley Cup, but I'm fairly sure.
Stanley Cup. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Orenthal James Simpson in 1993.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Yeah, well, that's the Rangers. And New York has a history. Okay, their baseball is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Big shout out to the LA Dodgers absolutely beating the brakes off of the Yankees for these past 2 games.
Mhm.
Yeah, 18-2. Could you believe it?
I was a little worried when people started to get traded from the Dodgers after the end of the World Series. Because there was just a lot of names being shifted around of retired and traded and whatnot.
I don't like these changes. I don't like these changes. Yeah, well, most of the changes were good, and we proved it. We proved it this weekend when we had everybody tee off on the Yankees. But to pivot back to the Knicks, there's a certain white boy that's giving him a lot of like cachet right now.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Timothy Chalamet?
Yes.
Well, he's been
Paul
popping off,
Atreides?
baby.
Paul
Yeah, the Lisan Al Gaib.
Yeah, the Nissan Al Gaib, the Muhadi.
Yes. The Nissan Altima, yes.
Well,
He's
what is
been
this?
courtside next to Ben Stiller and Spike Lee at all of the Knicks games.
Ain't no way.
Yeah,
way.
and he has been, as Twitter has pointed out, bringing back white boy styles that were previously thought to be extinct.
Example.
Antwan, pull up a picture of Timothy Chalamet at a Knicks game. What I saw is him wearing like these tiny little sunglasses with spiked hair and like a popped collar button-up shirt. It was
Holy fuck.
outrageous. And the
Early
dude was
2000s in sync looking ass.
yeah, dude. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. He was doing good for his team. And then oh fuck! Did you see what what's his name? Pat McAfee did.
No, I didn't see what Pat McAfee did.
Pat McAfee, an Indiana hero,
Mhm.
got the mic at a Pacers game, and they just let him cut a promo. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
Hyperbole, of course, but he picked up the mic and he's like, "We got a lot of outsiders here today. We got a bunch of dudes from New York. We got Timothy Chalamet. We got Ben Stiller. We got Spike Lee in the house. I say we send these sons of bitches home with their ears ringing. Let's turn this shit up.
Holy.
Oh, he got the it was so good. And then he turns around to give the coach a high five, and Rick Carlisle acts like Pat McAfee is not there, like he doesn't exist. He practically said, "Get the fuck away from me." It was so good. Like after hyping up the whole stadium, just disdain from the Indiana head coach. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Kind of awesome.
Sports is exciting right now. White men are back right now. I love to see it for my two boys.
I don't think we can title this episode "White People Are Back." I don't think
white boys are back is what we're talking.
I don't think we could do that either. White boy summer is real.
White is in. I'm
Can we
not saying
get
who's out. I'm not saying who's out.
So
oh, it's so good. So speaking of white boys being back, I hear Vince McMahon is doing things.
Oh my god!
I hear he's up to no good.
So imagine you're me, and you and your smart devices know that you like wrestling. So every so often they give you a piece of clickbait article, whatever, about like you'll never believe which WWE star hates this, and I'm like, I don't care, doesn't matter to me, whatever. But then you see a picture of Vince McMahon, and the picture they used was the last time he was in public, which was when he was dressed like a leprechaun at that one game.
Oh,
that one basketball game. Yeah. So it's like Vince McMahon's opened new company, and it's like called 14th and I. 14th and I something holdings. And that's the picture of him at that basketball game where he looks like a leprechaun. He was dressed all in green. The picture doesn't show it, but he was like, hi.
He looks terrifying there.
Yeah, and he's supposedly the manager, and it's like 14th and I Holdings and 14th and I something else. And it's going to be a sports something company. It's what they're registered as. I don't know what Vince McMahon has planned for the future. I think it's
he is up to no good.
He's like 80 something, and he's still in the middle of that lawsuit, and he's also doing this. Like, at what point do they stop you from doing things for a while you're doing other things? Like, is he allowed to establish a company when he's in the middle of a lawsuit against multiple people? Like,
his crimes aren't good. You know, they're not little slaps on the wrist either. He's a bad man.
Yeah.
He's a real bad man.
Real bad man. He's like we're talking the Ring Boy scandal. We're talking what's her face, who alleges multiple things happened, including she got shit on one time. John Laurinaitis has agreed to testify against Vince McMahon in exchange for a lesser sentence, which says something.
Yeah, if people start ratting out the big boss,
when Johnny Ace is going, yeah, I'll do this for you, like
let me go,
please, I'm begging you.
It doesn't help that he built his entire career off of pretending to be this supervillain when that was just him all along.
If you watch the Vince McMahon documentary, which we did talk about, that's one thing he does talk about, where he's like, I'm nothing like my character, Mr. McMahon. And literally every other person they talk to is like, yeah, he's
exactly
like that. He's like that. That's my
hard cut to Paul Heyman being like, there is no difference between the characters.
Yeah. Say what you will about that documentary. A lot of people have problems with it. A lot of wrestling fans have problems with it because it's like, well, we didn't learn anything new. It's a documentary about wrestling for non-wrestling fans. Calm down. But the editing on that is fantastic. When they were like, oh yeah, but there was no murder in our we weren't marketed towards kids, but there was no murder on our show, and it showed flying Brian Pillman shooting Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it's like there was no sexually explicit thing here, and then it shows cuts to Vince McMahon going, "Come out here, you," and you can bleep that, please, Antwan.
Oh, it was no, they hard cut to Triple H dressing up as Kane
It's me, Kane.
Yeah, when I don't even want to say it, but he was defiling a corpse.
The Katie Vick segment. It is a infamous segment It is the one that made Bruno Sammartino go, "I'm never working with the WWE again."
Good.
Like-
It's the worst thing they ever did.
Yes. And also it's very funny because it's Triple H and it's clearly Triple H and Kane Mask going, "It's me, Kane," in the most Triple H voice possible. Hi, it's me, Kane.
I literally fucked your brains out.
I screwed your brains out. And yeah.
So nasty. Actually disgusting. All right. A full stop. It is the worst thing they ever produced.
Yeah. And so Vince McMahon, whatever you're doing, he said that he
Stop.
would never retire. But like you gotta get into another hobby. You gotta get into painting or gardening or caber toss.
Does this guy not know that golf exists?
He could golf. He could golf.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
My unlimited money. If I could spend all of my days just golfing, I would. Vince can do it. But no, he's an evil bastard, and he has to be infectious in this world. So watch out, Satan's on the prowl again.
The literal devil is back in wrestling, baby.
I hate him. It's the clip from Force Unleashed. It's like, you promised you'd stay away.
I lied.
I lied. Ugh.
But he's talked about that where he's like, I don't understand why people would retire. It's like, okay, go and die. I will continue to work and do whatever. And it's like, geez, Vince, it's more. There's more to life than there's more to it than that. But the fact that he can only see like work or die, it's like, okay.
He would be a perfect Chinese sweatshop worker.
Yeah. He'd be the what do they call it? The pit boss?
Oh yeah, just whipping him, setting up the nets extra tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does come to like a very popular mindset that I have grown to dislike greatly in today's society. Is people who think that work is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, it's here's the thing. You work so that you can live, right? But then you need to live. Like there is that other part of it. And that's one of the things I remember talking about with someone else like a long time ago about how our particular culture has nothing to do for old people. Where old people, when they retire, they're supposed to just like fuck off and do whatever. And that's fine, right? You can do whatever when you retire. You can relax, you can sit on your front porch. But like if you look at other cultures, old people are like fully integrated into the family so that when they stop working, they like take care of the kids.
That's the way it is. Yeah, that should be the way it is.
It's how it should be. It's like that's a natural role for them to take. When they don't have to work in the fields anymore, they can tend to other things. Like when you think about it, yes, that makes sense. But for our world, our society, it's like, I don't know. Go on a cruise. Like, what do you got?
That just seems like such a weird. It's a blind spot that we have for those people.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh yeah, do retired people things. It's just nothing. It's functionally nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I see like a lot of that, especially in like my Hispanic culture. I see it all the time where, parents are working, and usually that it takes a big chunk out of the day for them. The older folk look after the kids while they're gone.
Yep.
I'm like, there you go, perfect role to fill. Child rearing, hell yeah.
That's pretty much what happened. Like when I was younger, when both my parents were working, or both my parents still are working, but when they were working and no one could like pick up the kids from school, my grandma did, and we hung out at my grandma's for a few hours. And then
tell me that wasn't some special times growing up.
That was very special times. That was the best and the worst of times. It was everything. It was life. And then your parents would pick it up and you go home.
All right, bye, Grandma.
Or you'd stay and have dinner. Or yeah, it was wonderful.
And just the fact that people look at as nothing, right? Like Vince McMahon would look at that. It's like being involved in my children's lives. Fuck that. I ain't about that shit.
Again, just pull up that tweet where it's like Vince McMahon reviews people the way Kojima reviews movies, where it's like shout out to, or like, happy birthday to John Cena, the best to do it in our business, the man who's earned me the most money in the world. And it's like, happy birthday to my son Shane. Like, it's the same thing.
What a rat bastard.
He clearly doesn't value the same things that we value.
That
Same things. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of saying it is an evil way of thinking, right? Or like people whose focus is so detached from what we should be worried and liking and wanting to do. Instead, it's like, if I don't produce things, my life is worthless. And I'm like, you need to fucking chill, buddy. Go touch some grass and have a laugh.
Go write a poem. Go paint something. Go make something with your hands. Carve something from wood. Like, do something, please.
Hug a friend. Go on a hike.
But kid, never write poetry. That's Charles Bukowski. Thank you.
Yes. What's your favorite poem, Mac? I feel like you have one.
Oh goodness, that's actually difficult. That's
Just give me one that you've been liking recently.
Oh man, I recently brought out an old book of poems that my mom bought a long time ago, and there's the Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot that we had to read in school that I still very much enjoy. I still think it's a good one. And then there's Mr. Walt Whitman's "Oh Captain, My Captain," which I did have memorized at some point because I think it's a very good poem. And Charles Bukowski, everything that he writes, I think is awesome. But I do like the one where he's like, he had a very like loose style, non-rhyming way of writing poetry. And he talked about like a fight that he lost as a boxer, and then he woke up and he went to a typewriter and started writing. And then the final line is, "And I've been a fighter ever since." And I do like that one. Notice how I didn't say any women. I didn't say any woman. That's because
I didn't even think about it.
And that's because I was saving it to right now. Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath's Lazarus is very, very good. Or
Get out.
Yeah. Sylvia Plath, baby. Whenever you want to stick your head in an oven door, just think Sylvia Plath.
Oh, okay. That sounds great. I think I will.
just think of that name. I'm sorry.
I'm not too huge into poetry. I think the most I've ever read was some like Pablo Neruda, and I'm like, damn, this dude's feeling himself right now.
He is. I have a book of his poems where it's Spanish on one page, English translation on the other.
I got the same. Is that the little tiny one from Barnes and Noble, the love one?
I don't think it's a tiny one. I think it's a big, thick one. It's a big green one.
It's a big, thick bitch. But yeah, that dude felt a lot. And I'm like, wow. I think that's, I should get into poetry more. Like, being able to like feel someone's feelings through the written word is insane.
Yeah. I think so. I think poet. You know who you would like?
I thought that poems and stuff, like, I thought that was like the whole evolution to music, right? Like, that's the whole thing about it, right? Is that the more modern version is now lyrics and songs and stuff now, right?
There is that thought, and there is something to be said about that. And some people hate poetry because of that. But I still think that there's beauty to be found in something like a Theodore Rothke, where it's just not any music to it besides the rhythm of the word itself.
That's fair enough.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, this shit hot.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear anybody ever say that we're not well-read, erudite young men, all right? We're lucid as fuck in this bitch, all right? Yeah, hit him up. We talk about poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what we do? We out here reading fucking poets. Give me some verses, Mac. Drop a verse on me.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000.
Yo, New Colossus, where you at? Give me your poor, tired, huddled masses. Know what I'm saying? Antwan, cut this shit now, please.
You know, on the Castoe show, you can watch what you want, then you can go. Make sure you subscribe and like it too. Ooh, and then you'll realize Castoe's here for you.